Okay, can I now come in on the 2G question?
No, one minute, just a minute, before you start.
Because he said that to me, I just respond to him because he didn't let me complete it then. I waited for him to finish. Let me complete
I'm waiting
my
for you to finish.
Yes.
That's a good way to start the debate.
Okay,
I like that.
So on 2G, you're talking about asking questions to your alliance partners. Why should the question not be asked of Dr. Manmohan Singh, who was your Prime Minister, under whose knowledge all these decisions were taken? Why are you taking the Congress away from all these scams? Why are you pointing only at your allies because they're no longer your allies and it's convenient?
That's an absolutely right question. I'll answer that. Will you please give me a minute without interrupting? Please,
for my question.
Please, I will answer that. Yes, we should have answered and we have been punished for that, number one.
So you've been punished for corruption. So you've been punished for corruption. So you've been, no, what's it?
I have said it several times.
So you've been punished for corruption.
Please listen to me. I'll answer your question.
Have you been punished for corruption?
Please listen to me.
Have you been punished for supporting corruption? Yes or no?
I have said so very clearly.
You've been punished for supporting corruption.
I have said very clearly, I'll say it again. I have said that in regional television, I'll say it in a national television.
No,
if you're asking me, has there been corruption during our UPA? Hell yeah. But is it 176,000 crores or 186 crores? No. I'm a certified public accountant. I am telling you, you guys overshadowed and oversaid all these numbers. People believed it to be true and we did not handle it right. That's a fact of the matter.
So you admit that today's vote
is, yes, there has been corruption.
You admit that today's vote there has been corruption. 1 second, I need to get specific here. Today's results, Mr. Narayanan, are a vote against corruption. And that was even preempted by Prithviraj Chavan. Now, even your former Chief Minister of Maharashtra has said that he was asked to keep quiet on the other scam to ensure the survival of the Congress party in Maharashtra.
You are misquoting him.
I'm not misquoting him. It's quoted all over. He's acknowledged.
You please go to the last statement he has made.
I'm quoting his Telegraph interview.
You quote his last statement.
I am quoting his Telegraph interview.
I'm not going to answer that question.
You want me to read it?
No, you want to
read the last one to answer the question.
You want to read his last thing?
Why don't you want to answer the question?
Together with that. That will be an appropriate question.
Answer the question.
The question is that it's an appropriate question because he has to. You have to quote him in full. You go back to his last quote. Then we can answer the question.
I quote him. Okay, you listen and I'll quote.
Great.
Is that all right, Mr. Narayanan? Here's the quote. Mr. Narayanan wants me to quote Prithviraj Chavan.
It's from my newspaper. It's very clear.
It's from your newspaper. I'm going to read it. Okay.
The last one.
Yes. So let me.
Last one by Mr. Pawar.
I'm going to read out a number of lines. Chavan says, but yes, I must say that Adarsh brought the scanner Vilasrao Deshmukh, Sushil Kumar Shinde and Ashok Chavan, the top Congress leadership in the state. If I had taken action against them, the party would have been decimated in Maharashtra. We could not shed them. If I had sent them to jail, it would have hit the party organization. This was a major response. The party would have split. Nobody articulated that openly then. Neither could I. I could have been proactive and I could have insisted that it was the Judicial Commission and Pawar should be summoned and questioned. But I was running an alliance. My hands were tied. My hands were tied. I allowed corruption to happen under my nose. Today you're paying the price for it, yes or no, for allowing that form of corruption. Mr. Narayanan, if you're acknowledging the mistakes that you make, it is in your interest that you acknowledge all, with some sense of honesty and sincerity. Even if you are playing the role of a party spokesperson to the hilt, there must be honesty in your response. I gave you the quote. I wait for the response.
I have always been honest. I will tell you again. Even a single paisa corruption is not acceptable.
But it was acceptable for so many years.
Yep.
Okay, looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. You're already on the back foot as far as the subject's concerned. Rahul Narvekar will be joining.
That's your view.
It's not my view.
The viewers decide. Don't be the judge.
No, I will not be the judge.
Have already decided.
Well, we accept that with all the humility. We accept that with all the humility.
Right.
Unlike you guys, we don't have the arrogance.
We don't have the arrogance. You said let the viewers decide. I said the voters have already decided.
Yeah, we are talking about debate. I hope you understand what we are talking about. Sure. You are talking about, he said, I'm starting on the back foot. Yeah, we will, at the end of the thing, viewers will decide.
Okay, so you're actually telling me that by the end of this debate, you're going to be on the front foot. In other words, you acknowledge...
I sincerely hope so, and I hope you will say that too.
Well, you know, I can only tell you this, Mr. Narayan, it's very often in the mind. You may not be on the back foot, but it appears the result has put you on the back foot. Well, the people of this country have put you on the back foot. And my first question to you is, opening this up. Rahul Narvekar, very aggressive Congress spokesperson, Americai V Narayanan, making his debut on the program. My first question to him is this a mandate against the Congress Mukt Bharat? That the
They are living in a dream world. And the victory has gone.
60 years you have been in dream world in Tamil Nadu, Narayanan. Come back to power in Tamil Nadu.
Let's make
60 years.
This is not the parliament. Let me finish up.
Okay.
You have your say. I will have. People are watching, and people are watching how I am behaving and you are behaving. Let me get to the point. Let me get to the point. Let me finish up.
Okay, Mr.
Please
Rajagopal,
keep it up.
let him finish.
You have all the time. You guys are veterans. You will have the time. See, the fact of the matter is, you go to a village. I had been to a village just recently in Tamil Nadu. There are still 20 congressmen there sitting and talking to me. Now you go to every nook and corner of the country today. Every nook and corner of the country today, there is a congressman. There's a congressman flying. Now let BJP say, and I can say with authority, that in the nooks of Tamil Nadu, BJP's flags still do not fly.
How many seats you get?
0.
Gentlemen, yes, I accept that we received 0 in Tamil Nadu. I don't lie. I'm not here to lie to you, gentlemen. I here look into the people's eye and talk only the truth and the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Did we agree or did we not agree? Okay, I'll keep quiet, you keep talking, I'll answer it.
About 2G.
Question?
Yeah.
Very right question. Really ask.
You are ally. Yes.
Including our party men in Maharashtra. We sent them out when there was a question of corruption or any misdoing. No, even today in BJP, even in the cabinet, please listen to me. Even in the cabinet today, they have people who are accused of rape, criminal charges. In Maharashtra today, BJP and Shiv Sena have the highest number of criminals on their thing.
Okay, can I now come in on the 2G question?
No, one minute, just a minute, before you start.
I'll just respond to him because he didn't let me complete it then. I waited for him to finish. Let me
I'm
complete
waiting for you
myself.
to finish.
Yes.
That's a good way to start the debate.
Okay,
I like that.
So on 2G, you're talking about asking questions to your alliance partners. Why should the question not be asked of Dr. Manmohan Singh, who was your Prime Minister? All these decisions were taken. Why are you taking the Congress away from all these scams? Why are you pointing only at your allies because they're no longer your allies and it's
That's an
convenient?
absolutely right question. I'll answer that. Will you please give me
I
a
don't
minute
need a
without
certificate
interrupting?
from you
Please,
for my question.
please, I will answer that. Yes. Answered, and we have been punished for that, number one.
So you've been punished for corruption.
So accept it.
So you've been...
I have said it several
So
times.
you've been punished for corruption.
Please listen. Answer your question.
Have you been punished for corruption?
Please listen to me.
Have you been punished for supporting corruption, yes or no?
I have said so very clearly
You've been
that
punished for supporting corruption.
I have said very clearly, I'll say it again. I have said that in regional television, I'll say it in national television.
No,
if you're asking me, has there been corruption during our UPA? Hell yeah. But is it 176,000 crores or 186 crores? No, I am a certified public accountant. I am telling you,
Today's vote
whoever said all these numbers,
So you're a
people
Congress
believed it to be
spokesperson.
true and we did not handle it right. That's a fact of the matter.
So you admit that today's vote...
is, yes, there has been corruption.
You admit that today's vote there has been... One second. To get specific here. Today's results, Mr. Narayanan, are a vote against corruption. And that was even preempted by Prithviraj Chavan. Now, even your former Chief Minister of Maharashtra has said that he was asked to keep quiet on the other scam to ensure the survival of the Congress.
Great.
Is that all right, Mr. Narayanan? Here's the quote. Mr. Narayanan wants me to quote
The
Prithviraj
last
Chavan.
quote.
It's from my newspaper, it's very clear.
It's
what
from
it
your newspaper. I'm going to read it, okay?
The last one.
Yes, so let me
Last
quote.
one by Mr. Mr.
I'm going to read out a number of lines. Chavan says, but yes, I must say that Adarsh brought the scanner Vilasrao Deshmukh, Sushil Kumar Shinde and Ashok Chavan, the top Congress leadership in the state. If I had taken action against them, the party would have been decimated in Maharashtra. We could not shed them. If I had sent them to jail, it would have hit the party organization. This was a major response. The party was split. Nobody articulated openly then. Neither could I. I could have been proactive that it was the Judicial Commission and Pawar should be summoned and questioned. But I was running an alliance. My hands were tied. My no, yes or no, allowing that form of corruption. With some sense of honesty and sincerity. Even if you are playing the role of a party spokesperson to the hilt, there must be honesty in your response.
Even a single paisa corruption is not acceptable.
But it was acceptable for so many years. What's going on here? It was Aman Sinha of the BJP. Was not, should not, but it was. Aman Sinha.
Arnab, I don't want to go into the rhetoric, but the fact of the matter is that the Congress party at the center was the most corrupt government in the history of Indian politics. Now, please do not interrupt.
I will not.
You were taking the high moral ground that you will not interrupt.
No, he listened to you. He
Please,
listened.
I will not.
Please be quiet now.
I said I will not.
In Maharashtra and Haryana, today BJP has put in its best ever performance. We have scored highest number of seats, highest number of votes here.
Yeah.
And similarly, Congress has performed its worst. They have the lowest vote
But
share.
why? I'm
and
going
the
into
lowest. Reasons
tonight.
The reason is simple, Arnab. The corrupt government that they gave in Maharashtra and Haryana, the kind of misgovernance which was there, is there for everybody to see. And therefore, people have opined. They have clearly given their opinion, and it's squarely and fairly in favor of the BJP, and they have rejected the Congress party.
But
why again and
crony
again?
capitalism, corruption, Robert Vadra.
What
the
happened in
inaction of the Gandhi
Haryana?
family.
Only some families prospered at the cost of common people of Haryana. We only saw about 4 or 5 families prospering, and what happened to
My
common men of
question is
Haryana?
when will the Congress party learn the lessons? You lost the election. People punished Manmohan Singh because of inaction against corruption. And what happened after that? You did the exact same thing in Adarsh. You allowed Prithviraj Chavan to become the new Manmohan Singh. Who was using him? Was Prithviraj Chavan a mass leader who was holding Sonia Gandhi to ransom? Or was Sonia Gandhi telling Prithviraj Chavan, don't act against on others, on this entire irrigation scam? Question number 2, Robert Vadra, you should have learned the lesson when people of this India mocked you for the manner in which your state governments were supporting a man you call a private citizen who is the son-in-law of Sonia Gandhi. Mr. Narayanan, what happened after the result? Quietly through the back door. You thought people won't watch. You got the Haryana government to give the approval for the same land. I think that's not brash. That's a mix between arrogance and foolishness. Mr. Narayanan, why would you do that?
First thing is,
Why would you do that?
let me finish up. The Supreme Court has very clearly said, well before what you're talking about.
Don't give me a technical argument on Robert Vadra. I don't buy that. We have a bigger problem.
No, you don't want the technical argument. That's
I want
my
a
argument.
logical argument, sir. I'm asking on crony capitalism, sir. The bigger point. Aman Sinha throws
That petition has not been decided on merits.
Well,
No court has gone into the merits of the matter.
Go ahead.
I'm just.
Well, that's fine. You can do
Please
that.
do not. No, please
It's
do
okay.
not mislead.
Please go ahead.
Please do not mislead and
Please go ahead.
misinterpret
I did not
the
interrupt you,
judgments
but
of the
you said
Supreme
you will
Court.
not interrupt me, but go with it.
Please understand.
Go with it, gentlemen.
You are coming
You will
here
have
for the
your
first
time.
time, it is
You will
fine.
have your time.
But
You will have your time.
into a very dangerous territory. You are trying to misinterpret
Thank you for
the judgment of the
But
Supreme Court.
You quoted me, and then you are just. This is typical BJP.
What is typical BJP?
These guys will show. These guys
You
will
have
quote
been
you the rules.
decimated.
And
Instead
I
of
said, yes, I will not interrupt.
instead of
Look at what
acknowledging
he's
with all
doing.
humility.
This is typical BJP. The rule is only for the others, not for you.
Yes.
But-
Only you are entitled to shout.
No,
And be arrogant.
I need not shout when you are
No,
talking.
but he heard you.
But let me say.
No, but you
that
made your point.
Congress-
No, I
Congress
asked the
party-
question. I
No,
think
just
Mr.
one second.
Narayanan is now
Congress party has sent the
tantalizingly
most
close.
suitable spokesperson for handling this debate on Congress arrogance
No,
and its
I
policy.
think Mr. Narayanan is tantalizingly close to being the first Congress spokesperson who accepts that his party's top leadership is somewhere between arrogance and self-denial on the issue of corruption and cronyism.
Absolutely wrong.
How do you say?
No, let me tell you.
Are you saying I'm misunderstanding
Please,
you?
just give me a minute, then I will answer that. There is a, see, what has happened is, you have a good home-cooked meal, but it's
Home-cooked
packaged,
meal?
please listen to me. It's packaged well, marketed well, but sooner people will know the hotel food is not that good as a home-cooked meal. Now, these guys have marketed well. The BJP has done a beautiful marketing, but that's not the point. You can laugh at the thing.
is
That's
fine
not a problem at all.
For Mr.
The fact of the matter is,
Narayanan
our
to
food
come
is the
from
best
America
food.
and
We have
mock
done
at
great
people of
work
India.
in UPA 1
But
and
please
2.
do not underestimate
No,
the
please
wisdom
do not.
of people of
Please,
India.
no.
They have voted.
We know
They have
that.
voted it
We know
decisively
that.
in
We
favor
know
of
what they
BJP.
have given you when they have given you.
What do you mean we know that?
No.
It is the verdict which has to be accepted with all humility.
2014 parliament election results, and then you look at just within 5 months.
Mr. Narayanan, if he has descended from America, he cannot think that all Indians are
You
fools.
will not accept that. You will continue to interrupt because that's your job. That's the way you do it. Even though you said you will not do it.
You see, I don't need to be told by you what is required to be done by me. But please
you
don't
accepted something.
Please
You
don't
accepted
think
something.
that if you have descended from America, you will start mocking at people of India.
No.
And say that they are fools.
Do you know what the American means?
No, please do not.
No,
We do not need all that
don't give
preaching.
me that book.
Please, we do not need all that preaching.
No, don't give me that.
It is amazing. He's anything but humble. Look at how he's been going.
28 years. I know what India is all
He's
about.
claiming
Don't
to be
give me that.
humble. Does any one of the panelists here would agree with him that he is humble in his expression and presentation?
Truth comes out real, then that's fine.
Having spoken like
Sabah.
May I just ask Mr. Narayanan, if you
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
may I
ma'am.
build up the courage
Please
to ask
do.
you a
Please
question, please?
I do not get
You know, about Robert Vadra, are you saying, you say you're an accountant, you're saying that he didn't get quickly, special favors were not shown to him? You don't think that family became a liability in the Haryana campaign? I mean, you're saying you're honest, you're an accountant, so what do you have? And finally, you started off by saying that the Congress is in terminal decline all over India. You may have a few people who didn't even vote for you, an old vote base in Tamil Nadu. What are you talking about? That's what I have to ask you. I have no clue what you're talking about.
Okay,
it's as simple as that in analytical terms. I mean, I admire your spirit. But what are you talking about? There's no rationale to
I
it,
think
you know?
I'm glad that first you admire my spirit, but after you listen to me, you'll admire my argument too. The fact of the matter is...
No, make it directly to her, sir. I mean, I'm not...
Okay. The fact of the matter is, a decline in the vote does not necessarily mean we are out. Yes, people have said today, we have a better choice. We have a better choice. We accept that with all humility. I said that upfront.
Do you not see that today is a day when the BJP is saying at becoming truly consolidating its gains as the nation's primary party has happened? So you just walk in here saying Congress is sort of...
No,
but he's not answered your question on Robert Vadra.
And Robert Vadra, and what about
Robert Vadra was the question here.
No, I want to know about Robert Vadra. You said you're an accountant, you're from the US,
Yeah.
you're very honest. Just tell me about Vadra.
Robert Vadra.
I don't even know the legalities of it. I'm a journalist, but I know that the man got a lot of preferential treatment in Haryana.
Oh
Everybody
yes,
knows
without
that.
doubt.
Without doubt. Just explain.
Without doubt.
Did he not?
At the patronage of the
The fact of the
Congress
matter
party.
is, if you have made the decision, there's no point in my arguing about it. All I'm
So you don't
trying
want to talk about
No, all I'm trying to
So
tell
I
you,
asked you the
there is
question.
another
No, Mr.
perspective.
Narayanan, I asked you
There
the
is a
question.
link. Now, would
I
you
asked
like
you-
me to look into her, or would you like me to look into her? Look at everybody.
No, I asked you the question, was there corruption? And your response was in 2 words, hell yeah.
Yes.
You
No
said,
question
of
about
course
it.
there was corruption in the Congress government.
Yeah,
so what
but
are you
significantly less than the other one. Please add that. Significantly less than the other one.
Significantly less than which one? Which balance sheet, Mr. Narayanan, tells you there has been significantly less?
Let's talk about the balance sheet.
Which
Is
balance
it 1,76,000 crores?
My question,
Please tell me that.
was there ever...
Is it 1,86,000 crores? Please tell me that.
2,000 crore. Even if it was 2,000 crore, 1,000 crore, 500
I'm
crore,
glad at least for
wasn't
a
it
change you guys
corruption?
have agreed that
I'm
it's not
only saying it for the sake of
1,76,000. You're
argument.
talking about 2,000 crores. Even 1 paisa
I'm
is bad.
saying-
1 paisa is
You
bad. Let's
say you
get that
don't
straight.
interrupt people, let me complete.
Great.
even
Well,
if
I
even
guess I
if
just
it's
joined the crowd. Everybody seemed to be doing that. I thought,
Welcome
this is
to the
the
crowd.
norm in here. Go ahead.
it didn't take you too much
Now
time.
you go.
The point is, if it wasn't 1,76,000 crore, if it was 1,00,000 crores or 90,000 crore, whatever the corruption was, you're saying that there was corruption. The figure is the only dispute that you have.
Significantly less is what it said.
No, what?
Significantly, how much is significant?
Have you answered
20
Aman
lakh
Sinha's
crores.
question? Aman Sinha, was your question answered? The question that he was asking you, which I can push, I think is a relevant
Push it
question.
again.
There was, yes, I'll push it to you again.
Please, I'll listen to it and answer it.
And I hope you do listen, and I hope you answer, and I hope you don't give me some long-winded argument to try and skirt the issue and do all the standard
Well,
tactics.
I
which
don't
you
have
probably
to give
picked
you the
up
word. You
in a
can't put
Congress
the
media
word in
workshop.
my mouth. Let me answer it in my way. Okay?
Despite the issue was your party has allowed corruption and crony capitalism. Growing evidence in the irrigation scam. Adarsh, against Robert Vadra's land deals in Maharashtra. Congress party in denial mode when it comes to acting against their own. You protect your corrupt and the people punish you. That was the point Aman Sinha made when you got unnecessarily hassled and you went off track.
Okay.
Answer him.
Vadra.
Answer him. Let's see if you can get an answer on that. Aman Sinha, the second time, let's see if you can answer.
Waiting or not.
Okay. The fact of
For a
the matter
coherent
is,
answer.
did we remove our chief minister as
Answer
soon
him.
as he was accused? Did we punish the people who were accused, the congressman who was accused in the Commonwealth scam, game scam? Everywhere,
No, you
we
didn't.
let,
No, you didn't.
please
You
let me
defended
finish up.
it.
Everywhere, we let the law take its
He'll
course.
counter. Aman Sinha.
And the court is taking maybe long,
Arnab,
but we have never
Every time,
we have never
only
defended the
after
corrupt
judicial
people.
indictment,
Yeah.
only after media houses intervened,
Right.
only after opposition took it up, did they were compelled
Accept
to
that,
take
Mr.
actions
Narayanan.
against their own people.
yes.
In 2G scam, Arnab,
You
let
can
me correct
absolutely
it.
tell him.
In 2G scam, Mr. Raja was appointee of the Prime Minister. 2G scam was the file went right up to Prime Minister. It was cleared by him. If you're a chartered accountant, you must know.
Yeah.
And let me say, you were all debating on the figures. Navika was only saying that even for argument's sake, if I agree with you that this was the figure. But the fact of the matter is that when this matter was taken up in Supreme Court, this question was raised by the government of India, which was the then Congress government, and the Supreme Court also did not say anything against that figure,
Yeah, Mr.
despite
Narayanan.
specific prayer of the government of India. And therefore it is clear that nobody touched that figure, and that figure which was
you
arrived upon
regret-
by CAG is very much there
You're
on the
only
book.
laughing. You have no
I'm a
answer.
certified public accountant, and I know what the
Please,
CAG did.
you do
and
not even know
so
what words are coming out of your mouth. I do not know what about certified public accountant.
Right, fair enough.
Please do not, please
no,
do not make such
you tell me. No,
incoherent
Are you saying that I'm not a certified public accountant? I don't know what are you talking about.
But I'm saying that
I
you
am,
must
all
try
I'm
to-
saying is I know what I'm
No,
talking about.
absolutely
So
not.
we know what the
Absolutely not,
numbers
sir.
are. So don't tell me that.
Please,
Now-
absolutely not. You are not going to sit in judgment
Yeah.
over what Supreme Court has said.
No,
and
I'm
what
not saying.
CAG
When
of India has
I
said.
quoted the court,
Oh,
and it's not
you know, I
convenient,
take
you
strong
will
objection
completely
to it.
ignore that.
Just because
But when
somebody has
when I
decided from
quote
America,
you will quote
think
Supreme
that
Court.
he has all the wisdom of this world.
We know the Supreme Court said you're a Kumbhakarna government. We all see that.
No,
data.
please show me order where they have said it. Please show me the order.
They made that.
Please show me the order. I take it back.
Times now.
What times now? Please show me the order.
Please tell him that.
Why are you using
Are you
on times now?
talking about?
Please show me the order. Why don't you show me the order? Or take back your allegation.
No. Did Supreme Court
Absolutely
not
not.
tell you are a Kumbhakarna government?
Absolutely not. Show me the order sheet. Show me the order sheet. Show me the order sheet.
I don't
Or
carry
take back
all
your
the
allegation.
evidence with me.
What you don't care about the Supreme
I
Court
don't
order?
carry all the
You
evidence
make
with me.
white sweeping allegations. So you will have cabinet spokesperson.
Mr. Narayan, on a lighter note, there was this Jungle Book. The Jungle Book, the movie, the comic series. There's a character there. I think it's the snake.
Yeah. Look into
It's not
my
Ka.
eyes.
Who's called Ka.
My sinuses.
And Mr. Narayan,
my sinuses.
and Ka looks into animal size and
He
human
also
size.
used
And he says, "Look into my eyes."
used to say, look into my eyes.
So, Mr.
You got that right. And people's eye too.
Mr. Narayan, sorry to disappoint you. I'm looking into your eyes, but I'm not really being hypnotized.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Very entertained, Arnab. Very
The last session.
Narayan becomes the first Congress spokesperson to admit that Congress party has encouraged corruption in
No,
the
I
past.
did not say that.
You said
I have not said, please do not put word in my mouth.
I don't.
I did
Sir,
say,
please don't take that back.
I did
I'm not
say,
misquoting you.
I accept one thing. There has been corruption in the government, but we did not encourage corruption. There is a difference between that.
We protected it.
There is a difference between the two.
So what was Robert Vadra? Encouraged corruption or incipient corruption or home
Supreme Court has very clearly said that.
Huh?
The answer to that is
Was
Supreme
Robert
Court has
Vadra
very
being corrupt
clearly
or not?
said
Mr.
there has
Narayanan,
been no case in
Mr.
that.
Narayanan, time to be honest. Robert Vadra's was a case of corruption or not? Robert Vadra's case of corruption.
No, the Supreme Court is clear about that. Why should I answer that?
Oh, please, do not make sweeping remarks without even seeing what Supreme Court has said. Supreme Court has not even gone into merits of that matter.
Okay. So they said not even what's going into the merits of the matter.
No, absolutely
Because
not.
there's no prima facie case.
On technical
There's
grounds.
no
it has to be
prima
heard by
facie
the trial
case.
court.
If had there been a prima facie case, they would have taken that.
So again,
they have taken a lot of public
Narayanan
interest
is
litigation.
sitting over all judgments of the Supreme Court.
I'm not
and
sitting
opining
over
his own
it.
view.
I'm
I'm saying that we should all be believing
It's not
what-
convenient to you, so be it.
You know,
It is nowhere there in the order sheet. What are you talking about? Something which is nowhere there, you say that it is there, it is a judgment of the Supreme Court.
No, I did not say
Please
that.
do
They
not
said that he
mislead.
made the comment.
You are venturing
Was
into
there,
a very
was
dangerous
there,
territory.
was there.
It is right that you have descended from America, but please realize another that Supreme Court of India has some sanctity. You cannot mislead about judgments of Supreme
No,
Court
I
like
did
this.
not mislead that. Don't put word in my mouth.
Okay, one second.
Can I come in?
No,
on
watch
the
it,
point
watch it.
of
Ms. Neerja has a question. Mr. Rajagopalan is quiet. Maybe he has a counter question.
He's not answering, Arnab.
Who's not answering?
Mr. Narayanan is not at all answering.
Why?
Why should he be quiet? He's not at all answering the question.
Mr. Narayanan, if you feel corruption is not really the reason, what according to you is the reason for the Congress's rout?
A good question. I think we have done a lot of good, some bad. Our goods, we have not communicated very effectively with people, be it
15
right,
years, for
be it
15 years?
the right to education,
Yeah.
be
For
it right to
15 years?
education,
For 15 years you kept quiet?
or an other card where people's money in their hand, whatever. But we have not communicated effectively. Whereas the other
No,
people,
what did you not
whereas the
Robert
other people
Vadra
who are 13th in the country in terms of development came to Tamil Nadu. I said, Modi or lady, in Tamil Nadu we are 8th, they were 13th. People gave a very clear-cut answer. We are poor in communicating. We are very good doing good things for the country. But we have not communicated this effectively. The
What was
bad
Robert
things have
Vadra?
been blown out of proportion.
What was
there has
no,
been
what,
blown-
you
there has been bad
so
things.
Mr. Narayanan,
It has been blown out
Mr.
of proportion.
Narayanan says tonight, I failed to communicate what I did on the irrigation scam. Mr. Narayanan says tonight, I failed to communicate what I did on the other scam. Mr. Narayanan says tonight, I failed to communicate the good work of Robert Vadra. Maybe if I had communicated the social work of Robert Vadra, then we would have done better. That's what you're saying, Mr. Narayanan.
No, that's not
You're
what I'm
really
saying.
plummeting to
I am
the-
talking about right to food, right to education.
What about the right to be Mr.
fair and
Robert
free-
Vadra?
Fair for your...
What about the rights for Robert Vadra? What about the rights for Robert Vadra?
No, you can keep asking the question. I keep answering you that already the Supreme Court has given you the answer.
What about the
Supreme Court
rights?
has not given the answer.
Hartosh Singh.
Hartosh
Singh.
not fit to even go into.
Watch it.
We have a
What? I don't, sir. I do not, sir. I do not have it,
And
sir.
why are you passing your blanket judgment?
Are you improving your communication by making sure Rahul Gandhi doesn't address anything at all?
The fact of the matter is, there are several ways of communication. One is to talk, one is to act.
The other
Did
not to say
Rahul Gandhi talked about democratization of the party. Has he done that?
Mr. Narvekar.
Rahul Gandhi talked about a game changer where the Congress workers in 15 places elected who their representative has to be. Is that a game changer or not? You may be laughing at it today.
I'm not-
But
it is a
India
game
is the
changer,
world's
but it is
largest
a
democracy where parties do not have the democracy. Most of the parties are either sole proprietorship or partnership. And Rahul Gandhi said even Congress, only 20
Mr.
people trying to change
Narvekar,
that.
1 second. Mr. Americai Narayanan says,
Some
no, 1 second.
Gandhi family member to be president of the Congress party. They are foisting a dynasty.
Change that.
What do you mean by change that? Change that. Game changer. What game changer?
See, the fact of the matter is, you all know for a fact that for the first time, we brought in the election commission to conduct the Youth Congress election and Student Congress election. That's a fact. Everybody knows that.
I think once, can I get Mr. Narayanan,
Good
Rahul
things take
Gandhi.
a longer time to do.
That's all
but
right.
he is acting.
Yeah,
His
that's all.
action speaks louder than
When
words.
Obama became president of America, he was about the same age that Rahul Gandhi is now. In fact, he was younger. So at that time, he was not into some kind of campus politics. So that argument is dismissed. My point is, Mr. Narayanan makes two big comments. He's the first Congress spokesperson who, in answer to the question, has there been corruption under Congress governments, gives a very emphatic answer in the form of the words, hell yeah, there has been. And then, he also says, however, the good work of Rahul Gandhi is something, is an idea whose time is yet to come. So Rahul Gandhi is thinking ahead of his time. Rahul Narvekar is responding to you. Mr. Narayanan, please listen to him. He's been listening to you for a long time. You've listened to the debate. Any special thoughts, observations on the Congress spokesperson's fairly aggressive opening on the news hour this evening?
Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know where does Mr. Narayanan get his facts with regards to corruption are concerned. Certainly, it's not the corruption that has hurt the government, the past government in the state of Maharashtra, but it's the perception that was created with regards to corruption that has perhaps affected the results, which I must agree to. The on record will show that this perception of corruption that was created by the opposition, we failed to respond to that because we were under the impression that our good work, our progressive work and the development that is done in the state of Maharashtra would speak for itself. The opposition accuses the Congress NCP government to have indulged in corruption to the tune 11 lakh crore rupees. Now let me tell you, the budget of Maharashtra from 1999 to 2014 is about 3,76,000 crore rupees. So it's only their fertile imagination that can come up with such figures of 11 lakh crore rupees corruption when the sum total budget is 3,76,000 crores. One. Number two, let me tell you, insofar as the developmental work,
sounding like chartered accountants, not politicians tonight, you know. I find that very, very strange, both for the Congress and the NCP.
No, Mr. Alag.
I have a time overrun. I have a time overrun at this stage. I thank you, Mr. Narayanan, for joining us and for making a very candid confession that there has been corruption in Congress government.